Hi, and welcome to the magical world of Tantra massage. My name is Devi, and I'm here in the Tantra Temple in Copenhagen. And I would like to share with you my Tantric journey and how it began, because it was right here in the Tantra Temple where it all started for me. And I had some quite amazing experiences and a wonderful transformation. And in the next time, I will interview some Tantra masseurs about this topic, because it's so many amazing stories and knowledge hidden in this art of conscious touch, and I would like to share that with you. So I came to the Tantra Temple some years ago for a massage, and I had actually didn't know anything about Tantra massage. I woke up one day, I had heard the word in a radio show a few years back, and I woke up one day and it was just my intuition. I should have a Tantra massage without knowing anything about it. And so I went online and I looked what is in Copenhagen, and I found this beautiful website, and I called Tantra Temple and to hear what it was, and I had a long talk with them. And I was quite sure this is something that I was ready for and that I wanted to experience. But it was more a feeling, because I didn't know what it was, and I didn't know what to expect. But I had a very good talk with them on the phone. And then I ended up having my first Tantra massage in the same day. And I went to the temple, and I remember being very nervous because I knew this is like an intimate massage and what can I expect. And I had this wish to feel myself more and to get to know myself more. This was the feeling that I had. And I had just 1 week before come out of a quite difficult relationship that had caused a lot of pain for both of us, and my self-esteem was very low, and I felt very bad about my body in particular, but also just myself as a person, as a woman. It was not a very beautiful state I was in at all. But I went, and I remember I was so nervous going there, and I rang the door, and then came a beautiful woman to greet me very lovingly. And we went to the room where I was supposed to get the massage, and it was all very beautiful with like red and gold. And I was like, oh, it's so beautiful. But I didn't really necessarily feel that I belonged, because I felt like this is really different than what I'm used to in my life, and hiding and all these things I was doing. And then I had the massage. We first had a long talk, and then I had the massage, and it was extremely touching for me, the way that she could show me love like I had never experienced actually before. It felt pure and real, and it was very amazing because she didn't know me at all. We had never met, and it was very touching. I even feel it now that can even happen. Like how is that possible? And I felt sensations on many levels that I didn't know existed. And it just confirmed to me that it was really the actual completely right decision and feeling I should go. I even felt like her touching parts of my body, like some not obvious, pleasurable for me parts, like the underarm or something. And I just felt this completely magical sensation and love and sensuality and beauty that I had never felt before. And so that was the first experience, and I just was like, this is something magical. I need to explore this world, or what this is, more, because this is completely different than what my life had been until then. And I also had this feeling that I had a potential that was like not yet discovered, that there was something in me that I needed to find. And I felt that day I came a little closer, that this was the right way to go. And so I had many more massages in the months to come, and every time it was opening me more and more. And all these massages were with women, so when I called, I got the choice that I could choose if I wanted massage from a man and a woman. And I think she didn't even finish the question before I said woman, not a man. Because I had not such good experiences with men. Like I was quite intimidated by men, and I felt that I wanted them to notice me, but that I wasn't good enough for them, or that I was not enough for them, or often also too much for them. Like they couldn't handle me or something like that, it was too much. I often felt that with men. And and I was, as I said, not happy about how I felt with my body, so I didn't want to be naked in front of a man. I just wanted to basically hide. But I also knew that I wanted it at some point. I felt like if I get to the point where I would like to have, and I'm ready to have a massage with a man, then I actually had a big change in me. And that happens a few months later, after many massages from women that were all different and all beautiful and also kind of mysterious and really beautiful, close intimacy. I felt, okay, I'm ready now to try it. And that was also a really good experience, and it was very different from getting massage from a woman. I felt like this love, and I felt safe and secure, and I felt like this person I wasn't too much for him. Like he could handle me and all my stuff and baggage and emotions. And that was extremely powerful to have that experience. That I could surrender to this man who would just take care of me. And I don't think I ever experienced that before. And so it went, and I had many of these experiences, but I also felt like, but how can I bring this into my real life? Because it's like, I go to the temple, get a massage, it's amazing, it's magical, it's everything, and then what? Is it like a quick fix and then it goes away and then I have to come back? I mean, it felt strange, and I even felt a little sadness with this. Like, am I even able or capable to bring these things that I experience into my actual life and not just be something that someone else is giving to me? And so I wanted to learn more about Tantra and yoga, and the masseurs also told me about these things. So I started studying Tantra and practicing yoga and slowly started to meditate. It was very difficult for me because I all my life had a very overactive mind, so shutting that up for about 20 seconds was a challenge. But slowly but surely all of these things started to help and change me. So I kept getting massages, but I also was studying all kinds of things within Tantra and yoga, and it really started to opening more up, and to feel this, that I could actually more relax in myself, and to not all the time be tense and interfere and in whatever should happen, always try to control everything. And I also felt it around me, and also people around me started to comment that I was much more relaxed and able to be open to other people and them coming close to me. I realized, and I'm still realizing, how much I was closed, and how much I didn't let people actually come close. Like, for instance, if someone would give me a hug, once it's starting to become something that I felt, I was ending the hug. Or if I had eye contact with someone, once it started to be like, okay, now I feel something, I would look away. And I started noticing all these examples of how I did that. And so one of the things, I decided that I couldn't run away. And actually literally wanted often to leave when transformations were going to start to happen. And with this hug thing, I just decided I have to at least exhale during the hug. Because I realized that I inhaled and I gave a hug, and then I held my breath, which is very tense. And then once we let go fast, I could exhale again. So I thought, okay, if I at least have one exhalation, then I could relax into the hug. And that was one really good experience for letting people come close, also physically, but also just emotionally and personally, letting people come close. And I'm still working on that, because it's not easy when I was practicing for many years to have a shield. And then I wanted to know more and more. It was just felt to me like I'm on this path. It's right. I mean, the results were showing that this was right. They are showing that this is right. So I wanted also to learn to give Tantra massage, or actually I didn't want to learn to give Tantra massage. I wanted to understand how it worked. And then I heard there was a Tantra massage education, and I said no, like to join it like 30 times that I was asked to join. I said, no, I'm not going to be a Tantra massage. It's crazy. I have an office job, and I'm a serious person. So I said no until again one day I woke up and signed up. So I have this thing with waking up and feeling ready for things. And I signed up, and when the time came that we were supposed to go, it's like a module of 7 days where you go somewhere and you're there with the group of people and the teachers. I was so again nervous, just wanting to leave and run. And not because it was wrong, but because I was afraid of the impact it would have on me. I was trying to protect myself from change, basically. And I remember one thing, the first days, I was still, even though much better with my body, I still felt, okay, this is quite much intimacy. And I remember there was a hot tub and some people were going there, and I was like, but I don't want to be naked in front of other people. But then I realized quite fast, if I want to take an education and to become a Tantra masseur, or at least learn about it, I should probably be able to go to a hot tub first. Otherwise, the week would be very difficult. So I went. And then within 2 days, it changed so much in my way of feeling my body. I felt like, oh wow, I am beautiful. I am good. I am wonderful. All of these things that I was just totally rejecting before. I allowed myself to feel it. And also the environment was very safe. And we practiced a lot about boundaries and how we get close and how to feel, how the other one feels when we get close, which was something I actually never really looked at. I just felt something. I just felt like keeping people away. And I realized that, yes, we have to be very aware, and I have to be very aware of my boundaries. I have to respect them. And that it means also, it means respecting them means not too little, not too much for me. Like it felt like I needed to say, okay, this is how close I want a person. But I also need sometimes to let people come close to me when I need it, instead of just having a rigid rule that no one can come closer than here. And so discovering that was very intense and interesting, and I realized that I have been neglecting that my whole life. And when I was a teenager, I let boys, let's call them boys, come too close to me and let them do things to me just to get their attention. And they were wrong and I was wrong. It was very bad, and I realized it quite recently that it had a big impact on me and actually made me shield myself off very much. And it's painful to look at it, but then once you do that, or once I did that, I went past this pain, and I feel it still sometimes, but it's healing me very much. And touch helps to do that. Like, if I can let someone come close to me that where there's actual love and respect and all of these beautiful things and compassion, then it can heal this thing that I had, that I was letting someone do something that they were not supposed to do. So that's another thing that I learned, and I feel it's very important in this journey of knowing myself more and more. And also, in order to know myself more and more, I need to be closer with other people. And so I have to learn how to do that. So I'm doing that more and more now. So this is my journey until now, and it's just the beginning. I feel it's very much just the beginning. And it's quite beautiful that it came from this intuition and this feeling of, I should try that, and not try to block it or reject, no, I shouldn't, but to actually listen and to do that and look more and more into the things that are important for me. And this is what, for me, Tantra massage is all about: discovering myself more through receiving it, through giving it, and to find out who am I and who am I supposed to be, and to remove all these things that are, all the obstacles and all the things that I'm setting or that I'm putting there that prevent me from being who I'm supposed to be. And so I just wanted to share that with you, and I look very much forward to digging more into this art of Tantra massage, that it is really an art form, I realize, and to ask some very experienced masseurs much more about different aspects of Tantra massage. And so if you're interested, you can stay tuned here on our channel. And yes, so that's what I wanted to share. Thank you for watching.